Hello everyone, welcome to the video number 5 of ionic equilibria. In the previous video we have seen how to find out the pH of any solution. In today's video we are going to see what is common ion effect and the numericals based on that. So let us discuss what is common ion effect. So the phenomenon of, first we write down the definition, the phenomenon of suppression in dissociation of a weak electrolyte in presence of a strong electrolyte, both having a common ion, is known as common ion effect. So it is the phenomenon of suppression and dissociation of a weak electrolyte in presence of a strong electrolyte, both having a common ion. What do you mean by this? Suppose we take HCl, hydrocyanic acid, which is a weak acid, hence weak electrolyte. It will dissociate to give you H plus and Cn minus. Suppose in this solution we take KCl. KCl is a strong electrolyte. You have a strong ion K plus and Cn minus. Therefore, it is a strong electrolyte. It will completely dissociate to give you K plus and Cn minus. Now see, when HCl was alone in the solution, it dissociated as H plus and Cn minus and the equilibrium was established. Though it was a very stable condition. Establishing equilibrium means it is a very stable condition. Now as soon as you add KCl being a strong electrolyte, it will 100% dissociate and it will give you K plus and Cn minus. Now in the solution the concentration of Cn minus increases. So according to La-Chatelier principle, to maintain the equilibrium, the dissociation of Cn minus or the dissociation of HCl basically will reverse. Because equilibrium is a stable condition. Now it was initially having equilibrium, but as soon as you added this strong electrolyte, it is dissociating 100% to give you Cn minus, more and more Cn minus, and in the whole solution, the concentration of Cn minus increases. As soon as the concentration of Cn minus increases, this equilibrium is now disturbed. So according to La-Chatelier principle, this equilibrium will go for backward, in the backward direction. Means what? Cn minus will combine with H plus to give you HCl. Now, HCl is already a weak electrolyte. Initially it was dissociating to some extent, 4%, 5%, whatever it is, and it was giving you some ions of H plus and Cn minus. But as soon as you added this strong electrolyte, since this concentration of Cn minus increases, the equilibrium is disturbed and hence Cn minus will combine with H plus to give you HCl back, so as to reduce the concentration of Cn minus in the solution and get back the equilibrium. This is La-Chatelier principle. So we have seen that Cn minus is now combining with H plus and giving you HCl back. That means the dissociation of HCl is further suppressed because of the presence of KCl. We'll take another example. Suppose I have NH4OH. NH4OH is a weak base. It will dissociate to give you NH4 plus and OH minus. Okay. Now suppose, and so you can see that NH4OH is dissociating into ammonium ion and hydroxide ion and the equilibrium is set up. Now suppose in this solution you added NH4Cl. Now NH4Cl is a very strong electrolyte. It will completely dissociate, 100% dissociate to give you NH4 plus and Cl minus. So now in this solution, concentration of NH4 plus increases and again the equilibrium is disturbed. So to get back the equilibrium as per La-Chatelier principle, NH4 plus concentration has to get reduced, and for that purpose NH4 plus will react with OH minus to give you NH4OH back. That means initially it was a weak electrolyte, but it was dissociating to some extent, 4%, 5%, whatever it is. But now in presence of the strong electrolyte, since the concentration of NH4 plus increases and the equilibrium is disturbed, NH4 plus concentration has to get reduced, and for that purpose it is reacting with OH minus and giving you NH4OH back. That means NH4OH dissociation is further suppressed in presence of a strong electrolyte when they have a common ion in the solution. This effect is called as common ion effect. Let us solve a numerical based on common ion effect. The question is, calculate the concentration of H plus ions in a solution of HCl whose concentration is given 0.2 molar and Ka value of HCl is 4 into 10 raised to power minus 10 with KCl, which is 1 mole per liter. 1 mole per liter is 1 molar. Okay. So let us see HCl dissociation first. HCl being a weak electrolyte will dissociate partially to give you H plus and Cl minus. Consider the initial concentration of HCl is C. Consider this. The initial concentration is C. This is 0. This is 0. Let us consider alpha is the degree of dissociation. Hence, at equilibrium, concentration at equilibrium, this will be C minus C alpha. From 1 mole of H plus is produced. So, this will be C alpha. Even this will be C alpha. This we have done many times in the previous part also. So these are the equilibrium concentration of all the ions and molecules. So we can write down the expression for Ka. Ka is equal to concentration of H plus into concentration of Cl minus divided by concentration of HCl. Okay. Now see, in this solution we have another strong electrolyte as well, which is your KCl. So KCl will also dissociate completely to give you K plus and Cl minus. We have 1 molar of KCl in solution. So from 1 molar KCl we will get 1 molar of K plus and 1 molar of Cl minus. So understand now, in the solution we get Cl minus concentration. This Cl minus is coming from this also, it is coming from that also. So basically in the solution it is nowhere said that the cyanide ion is coming from HCl only. It is a concentration of cyanide ion in the equilibrium condition. And at the equilibrium condition, this cyanide ion is coming from HCl as well as from KCl. So we have to take the total concentration of cyanide ion, which is going to be H plus ion concentration is C alpha. Cyanide ion concentration will be C alpha plus, from here we are getting 1. So it will be C alpha plus 1 divided by HCl concentration is C minus C alpha. Now we will further solve it. This is C alpha into. Now understand, alpha is very small because it is a weak electrolyte. So alpha is very small and the value of C is 0.2. So when you multiply two very small quantities, if you multiply, the product will be further very small. That is C into alpha. This product will be very small. So we can neglect this and we can just take it as 1. 1 plus C alpha can be taken as 1 because C alpha is very less. So we will take this as 1. Down we have C as the common part. So 1 minus alpha. C and C will get cancelled. So here we get alpha. And down we have 1 minus alpha, which can be again taken as 1. So alpha by 1. So we get alpha is equal to the value of Ka, which is your 4 into 10 raised to power minus 10. So we get alpha is equal to 4 into 10 raised to power minus 10. This is the value of alpha we got from here. Now they are asking for concentration of H plus ion concentration. So H plus ion concentration is C alpha. So we will do here concentration of H plus is equal to C alpha. Value of C is 0.2 into value of alpha is 4 into 10 raised to power minus 10. So it is coming 0.8 into 10 raised to power minus 10 molar. So this is what is your concentration of H plus, 8.8 into 10 raised to power minus 10 molar. So here we have another numerical. Calculate the concentration of H plus ion in a mixture of 0.02 molar CH3COOH and 0.1 molar CH3COONA. Ka for acetic acid is 10 raised to power minus 5. So let us first take the dissociation of acetic acid. CH3COOH will partially dissociate to give you CH3COO minus and H plus. We will consider initial concentration of acetic acid is alpha C. So this is 0 and this is 0. Alpha with the degree of dissociation. Concentration at equilibrium would be C minus C alpha. This will be C alpha and this also will be C alpha. So we can write down the expression for Ka, which is concentration of CH3COO minus into concentration of H plus divided by concentration of CH3COOH. In this solution, we have got another electrolyte, that is CH3COONA. So let us see the dissociation of that. CH3COONA being a very strong electrolyte, it will completely dissociate to give you CH3COO minus and Na plus. We have 0.1 molar of CH3CONA, so this is 0.1 molar. From here we get 0.1 molar of acetate and 0.1 molar of Na plus. Now in this expression we are going to write down the concentration. So we can see acetate ion concentration is coming from this also and it is coming from this also. So total acetate ion concentration will be C alpha plus 0.1. So we are going to write it here, C alpha plus 0.1. H plus ion concentration is only C alpha and CH3COO minus CH3COH concentration is C whole into 1 minus alpha. Now Ka is given 10 raised to power minus 5. Now again the value of C alpha would be very less because alpha is less, C is also 0.02. So when you multiply two very low, less quantity, then the product becomes very less. So this is neglected. We will take only 0.1 from here. So we get 0.1 into C alpha. Down we have C whole into 1 minus alpha. C gets cancelled. 1 minus alpha is also neglected. Alpha is neglected as compared to 1. It is very small. So it is taken as 1. So we are getting 0.1 alpha. So 10 raised to power minus 5. So therefore alpha is equal to 10 raised to power minus 5 divided by 0.1. We get 10 raised to power minus 6. So the value of alpha is 10 raised to power minus 10 will go up, 10 raised to power minus 4. This is the value of alpha. They are asking for H plus ion concentration. So we can see H plus ion concentration is C alpha. So it is C into alpha. C is 0.02 into alpha is 10 raised to power minus 4. So if we shift the point 1 digit that side, so it will be 0.2 into 10 raised to power minus 5 molar. So this is 0.2 into 10 raised to power minus 5 molar. Yeah, so this is the H plus ion concentration. Let us see one more numerical. They are saying determine the concentration of OH minus ion in 0.4 molar NH4OH solution having 5.35 gram NH4Cl in 1 liter solution. Kb for NH4OH is 1.8 into 10 raised to power minus 5. So here also we can see there is a weak electrolyte NH4OH and there is a strong electrolyte NH4Cl, both having the same common ion NH4 plus, ammonia minus common, so common ion effect will be applicable for this part. So let us see the dissociation of NH4OH first. NH4OH is a weak electrolyte, will partially dissociate it to give you NH4 plus and OH minus. So initially you consider the concentration is C, this is 0, this is 0. Alpha is the degree of dissociation, so concentration at equilibrium NH4OH will be C minus C alpha, this is C alpha and this is also C alpha. We have another strong electrolyte here, NH4Cl, which is dissociating as NH4 plus and Cl minus. Now here it is given 5.35 gram of NH4Cl in 1 liter solution. They are not giving the concentration. So first of all we have to find out the concentration of NH4Cl. So concentration of NH4Cl is molarity, and molarity is equal to, we know, number of moles divided by volume of solution in liter. Okay, number of moles is equal to again weight of the substance, divided by molar mass of the substance, and in the denominator we have volume in liter. So weight of the substance is given 5.35, so put it here 5.35. molar mass of NH4Cl will be 53.5. I guess let us find it out. NH4Cl, this is 14 plus 4 plus 35.5. So 35.5 plus 18. Yeah, so this is 53.5. 53.5 into volume of the solution is 1 liter. So when you calculate this, this is 5.35. So 535 upon 100 into 535, 10 will go up, 0, 0 cancel, this is cancelling, 1 by 10. 1 by 10 is 0.1 molar. So we get 0.1 molar of NH4Cl. So from 0.1 molar, we get 0.1 molar. This is also 0.1 molar. Okay. Now let us find out the expression for Kb. Kb is concentration of NH4 plus ion into concentration of OH minus divided by concentration of NH4Cl. NH4OH. Yeah. So now we can say NH4 plus ion is coming from here also and coming from here also. So we need to take it as C alpha plus 0.1. OH minus ion is C alpha divided by this is C whole into 1 minus alpha. Again we can neglect C alpha. So here we are getting C alpha into 0.1 divided by C. C and C gets cancelled. So it is 0.1 into alpha. The value of Kb is given 1.8 into 10 raised to power minus 5. So we will put it here 1.8 into 10 raised to power minus 5. So alpha is equal to 1.8 into 10 raised to power minus 5 divided by 0.1. Now 0.1 means it is 1 upon 10 and that 1 upon 10, 10 will go up. So it will be 1.8 into 10 raised to power minus 4. This is the value of alpha. What they are asking for OH minus concentration. They are asking for OH minus concentration. So OH minus concentration would be equal to C alpha, value of C is 0.4 molar. So 0.4 into alpha is 1.8 into 10 raised to power minus 4. So we calculate this 0.72 into 10 raised to power minus 4. So if I write it in the standard form, 7.2 into 10 raised to power minus 5 molar. So the answer is 7.2 into 10 raised to power minus 5. I guess I have written correctly. This is alpha is 1.8 into 10 raised to power minus 4. Yes. Now 0.4 into alpha 1.8 into 10 raised to power minus 4. So this is 0.72 into 10 raised to power minus 4. So it will go 7.2 into 10 raised to power minus 5 molar. So this is the concentration of OH minus. So this is how we have to solve the numericals of common ion effect. In the next class, in the next video, we are going to see what is buffer solution. We will see the classification, different types of buffer solution and the mechanism of buffer solution. Thank you so much. Study well.